Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel 7 Hooks Crochet. Today we're going to be learning how to make a square around the spade. We're going to be making a square that goes all around the spade. Thank you at Peridot ___ for suggesting this video. I'm really grateful. I'm happy knowing that there are people out there who are interested in what I have to show you or teach. Thank you so much. Without further ado, let's jump back into the video. For this video, we're going to need a 4mm hook, a pair of scissors, and a darning needle. And we'll be using an 8-ply yarn. I'll be using a 4mm hook with this 8-ply yarn because I want tight stitches. You can use whatever size of yarn or crochet hook you prefer. Okay, so we're going to be working into the front of our work. We're going to turn to the front part of our... If you want to know how to make this spade, feel free to check my YouTube channel. I have a video up on my YouTube channel, how to crochet a simple spade. So you can watch that before this video and learn how to do that. So we're going to insert, we worked 8 triple crochet into the spade. That's what the pattern called for. So we have 8 triple crochet. So we're going to insert our hook into the 6th and 7th triple crochet. It's going to be in between the 6th and 7th. Now we're going to pull up a loop, chain 1, and into the next stitch make a single crochet. And while working in, we're going to be weaving in our ends, carrying along the tail so we don't have to weave it in later with our darning needle. Please try and be very mindful because sometimes skipping stitches is something that happens often. So in order to avoid such mistakes, be very careful not to skip a stitch. So in the next stitch, we're going to go in with a half double crochet. Like I said, work in your tail as we go along. And then into the next place, we're going with a double crochet. And into the next stitch, we're going with a double and triple crochet in the same stitch. And into the next stitch, we're working in a triple, yarn over twice, insert your hook, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. And then a double, triple, or quadruple, like I always say, a quadruple crochet. You're yarning over 3 times and pulling up a loop 4 times. That's what makes it a double, triple, or quadruple. And this is us just trying to create a corner. So we're going to chain 2. That's how we create corners in squares, by chaining 2, of course. And then into that same stitch we just worked our triple and quadruple, we're going to go in with another quadruple and triple, like we're going backwards now. Two, 3, and 4. And then we're going to go in with our triple crochet into that same stitch. So now we have 4 stitches into one V space, into one stitch space. Then we're going to go into the next stitch with a triple and double. Now we're going back downwards, trying to make that curve, that edge. So we go with our triple and double crochet into the same stitch. And then into the next stitch, as you can see, it's looking very cute already. Into the next stitch, we're going to go in with our double crochet, and into the next stitch we're going to go in with our half double crochet. Now we can just leave our tail behind because we've carried it on for long. Now you'll notice that there's this wide space. That's because we did a chain one. You can check out the video as well. So into that we're working a single crochet. And now we're working backwards. Like how we came forward, we're going backwards now. So we're going half double, double, triple, like the way we did it on this side. So now we're trying to go backwards towards the other corner and meet up at the bottom of our spade. So we're gonna go with a half double crochet into the next space like we did in the previous side, and then a double crochet, and then a double triple into the same, a double crochet and a triple crochet into the same space, then a triple and a quadruple crochet into the next space because we're trying to work another corner. So a triple and a quadruple. Now we're going to chain 2. And then we're going to work another quadruple crochet into that same space. And then we're going to work a triple crochet. And then we're going to keep going backwards, like I said, because now we're trying to get to where we started from on the opposite side. Try and remember to always pull back your stitches because you don't want to miss any stitch, right? Sometimes we might miss stitches and it just makes the work all wonky. So always pull back stitches so you can be sure that you're not missing any new stitch. So now we're working a triple crochet and a double crochet into that same stitch that we just found out was hiding. Now it's a double. And then we're going to go with a double into the next stitch. So basically we're just repeating what we did on the other side. We went with a double, the triple double, the double. Now we're going in with the half double. And then we go in with the single into the next space and we've met up with the other side. It's so cute. Look at that. It looks like a little hat for my spade. This is pretty and lovely. Okay, so now I'm just gonna cut out this tail because we've carried it along for so long, so it's good. Now we're gonna continue working towards the other side. This is where the stitch kind of changes. It's no longer the same. So we work our half double because we're going, like I said, it's regular half double after the single, then the double, and then into the next stitch we have a double and a triple, and then into the next stitch, of course, is where we create our corner. So we're going to work into the next stitch a triple and a quadruple, then chain 2, and then there's a quadruple and a triple. Into the next space, we're going to work a triple crochet, 2 triple crochets into that stitch, 2 triple crochets, and then into the next stitch we're going to work a triple crochet, And then into the next place, that's the part where we joined our work, like that's the end of our spade. When we got to the end of the spade, we fastened off at the bottom of that stock right there. So that's where we're going to insert our hook and make a double triple crochet or quadruple crochet if you're feeling fancy. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So from here, we're going to work our half double crochets across the top of our tree stump. So 1 half double crochet, 2 half double crochet, and 3 half double crochets. Then into the bottom of our stump, we're going to work another quadruple crochet. Make sure it matches the other side. So insert your hook at the bottom right there and pull up a loop and make your quadruple crochet. And then into the next space, we're going to make a triple crochet. And into the next space, we're going to make a triple crochet 2 times into the same stitch. So basically, we're just doing what we did before, but on this side and backwards. So we're working 2 triple crochets into that same stitch. And into the next stitch, we're doing a triple crochet and a quadruple crochet because guess what? We are making a corner. Now we're going to chain 2 and work a quadruple crochet into that same space, just like we've done before. Ooh, it's raining. Triple crochet. Then into the next space, we're going to make a triple crochet and a double crochet. The weather's so nice. I'm sorry, I just had to take a moment to stare outside my window. Into that same space, we're making a double crochet, and into the next space, of course, a double crochet. Normally, remember how we started with a chain 1? So normally we would have to make a half double there. So what we do is we end with a single crochet in that space where we did the chain, the first chain. Rather than a half double or chaining directly, we made one more single crochet. And that's how it's done. So if you want the edges to be straighter, this is where you finally try to work in either single crochets around the edges or half double crochets. But I usually would work with the half double crochets around the edges. And let's do that right now. So we're going to chain 1 and work half double crochet back into that stitch. And then just keep going, half double crochet all the way across. And when you get to the corner, we're going to make 2 half double crochets and a chain and then 2 half double crochets and turn our work. So we're going in with the half double crochet 1, back into that place with the half double crochet 2, chain 1, and half double crochet twice into that same space, chain 2 space. And we're just going to go across with our half double crochet, and when we get to every corner we just go with the 2 half double crochets and a chain 1 to create the edge. If you want to work with a single crochet across the corners, then you could just, when you get to the chain 2 space, you would just work 4 single crochets all across that chain 2 space. No chains, nothing, just single crochets all across, and continue, and that would give you a really cool curve, a little round around the edges, but cool. Feel free to count your stitches if you're not sure. It's always good to count stitches. I've done this a few times, so I know that my stitches are good. But always count your stitches, make sure that it's the same on all the sides. It looks a little wonky, but once you're done, it's always advisable to always block your squares, especially squares that involve like weird shapes and stuff. They're not like just a regular square that was made from the scratch from the bottom up. So with squares like this, you always need to block them. If you have anything else you'd like me to work on for you, let me know in the comment section and I'll get to it. Thank you, Peridot, for suggesting this video. I love you, guy. I love you, girl. Saranghe, morahe, te amor. I love you. Till next time.